first game for today features the quarterfinals matchup between the Meralco Bolts and the NLEX Road Warriors. Let us now meet the starters first for the Meralco Bolts. Point guard from Pitik in Ilocos Norte, number 11, Chris Newsom. Shooting guard from Quezon City, number 19, Bong Quinto. Small forward from Makati City, number 22, Alain Maliksi. Power forward from Midsayap North Cotabato, number 12, Mac Bello. And at center from Orion Bataan, number 20, Raymond Almazan. Coaching the Bolts is Norman Black. It is now time to meet the starters for the NLEX Road Warriors. Point guard from Las Piñas City, number 7, Kevin Alas. Shooting guard from Catanduanes, number 8, Don Troliano. Small forward from Seattle Negros Oriental, number 3, Kelvin Abtana. Power forward from Santa Rita, Pampanga, number 33, Tony Semeran. And at center from Bago City, number 4, Raul Soyun. Coaching the Road Warriors is Yang Giao. Game officials are
your starters, Newsom, Quinto, Almazan, Bello, and Maliksi for Meralco. Alas, Troliano, Soyud, and Anthony Semerad with Calvin Oftana for the NLEX Road Warriors. We welcome you. The quarterfinals of your Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Carlo Pamintuan and Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call. And Oftana versus Almazan will jump it off. This tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Coach Tony, as we start this ball game, we know that you can expect multiple players to step up, perhaps score in double digits, but it is really good for NLEX to have Raul Soyud getting that first basket to establish their presence among the mix.
Well, NLEX is really good at sharing the basketball. They're very disciplined in moving the basketball around. But when a guy is open, there is no hesitation. Soyud shows it right there. He shoots with confidence.
And this is something that Meralco has tried to do, post up Bong Quinto, but in that particular matchup, does not really have the size or height advantage against his defender.
Well, Coach Norman is known to go right for a mismatch. He wants to see how that team responds. And again, it's a good strategy, but at the same time, too, I think Meralco is at their best when they're moving the basketball and they can get into the post off of natural movement.
Good swipe coming from Mac Bello as he will force this turnover against Kevin Alas. A health update, we will not be seeing Jammer Hamito or Travis Jackson in this ball game. Due to the PBA's health and safety protocols, it's something that you also had to deal with the Alaska Aces, Coach Tony, and it's the X factor in this entire conference. When you have players heading into the health and safety protocols, it just limits your normal rotation, makes it a tougher ball game for you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not only game planning against the opponent, but you're game planning against the virus. And you're trying to keep the team safe, you're trying to keep everyone safe. And again, it's just another variable that you have to plan for.
Raul Soyud whistled for his first personal foul, and it will be Raymond Almazan. Arguably the biggest addition that Meralco has had in the past few years. They've added Bong Quinto, Mac Bello, Alain Maliksi, Nard Quinto. But in terms of just value of the big man, that acquisition really changed the way they play.
You know, Almazan, he does a lot of things that go unrecognized. He is very tall, he's very long. Again, he does not have the size like Junmar or Slaughter, but very smart basketball player, and he knows how to use his length.
And it gives Meralco an interior defender. A good read coming from Mac Bello. The fake pass, and then he gives it up to Newsom, who misses, but that will be 2 more free throws coming up for Meralco, and 2 personal fouls against Raul Soyud.
Great defense right there by Meralco. Adding a little pressure, getting not only to the basket, but getting another foul for NLEX.
Chris Newsom now on the line for 2. Coach, in terms of creating a game plan between teams like Meralco and NLEX, where do you start? You know that, NLEX will have different starters. Meralco will play their bench a lot of minutes. How do you prepare for a team like that?
Well, for Meralco, Coach Norman has a lot of plays and you cannot scout for every single one. You could try to tell your players what play might be coming, but they are so disciplined in how they execute and how they run their plays, and you just got to make sure that you are fundamentally sound in each and every possession. In terms of NLEX, everyone is a threat, and you just have to try to do your best to stay in front.
Don Trollano hitting another mid-range jumper there, so that's 2 baskets from the mid-range for NLEX early in this ball game. Chris Newsome could not get it back. Yang rebounding, working out for NLEX with Oftana picking it up. Calvin Oftana staying aggressive. Lefty layup is good. What a gorgeous move coming from the youngster.
Well, you know he can hit that shot, so he's going to draw attention when he comes off a pick and roll. And if no one commits to him, open lane to the basket. Nice left-hand finish.
6-3 is the count now. And NLEX doubling up on Meralco. Quinto attracts the double. And that will be a double dribble violation against Quinto. He attracted the double team, but the kick-out pass was a little too late.
You see this play right here. Trollano, nothing but net.
And then, of course, Calvin Oftana following it up. We know that it was only a matter of time before Calvin Oftana will show his true worth, his true abilities. He was a number 3 pick overall. Another steal for Mac Belo, his second of the ball game. Belo goes to the Euro step, but he will be called for the offensive foul here.
Early on right now, NLEX is being the aggressor defensively. You know, they've made a couple of turnovers, but they are making sure that they are back and they are getting stops.
Official suspension of play here, as it looks like Alain Maliksi already has a cut very early in this ball game. Not exactly sure where he picked it up, but it will be a turnover against the Meralco Bolts after this offensive foul whistled against Mac Belo.
Great defense right there by Semerad, staying in front, moving his feet, taking it right on the chest and the chin.
So this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And the score is 6-3 in favor of NLEX. Alvin Pasaol checking into the ball game for the first time. You know, the lesson for NLEX after what happened in their elimination round meeting is not to allow Meralco to build a lead that would be too big for them to overcome.
The thing about Meralco that makes them extremely dangerous is they have a lot of firepower and they're very confident, but they do it with their defense. And right now, NLEX is just outplaying them, and that's why they've built this lead.
Offensive rebounding, as we said, will be a key factor for the NLEX Road Warriors. You see one there leading to second chance points, courtesy of Don Trollano. He has 4 points. The ball game timeout Meralco, as this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. First quarter of this matchup between the Meralco Bolts and the NLEX Road Warriors. We thank you for joining us on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call. We miss having you here, Coach Tony.
I miss being here, but to be honest, I wish I was back
I know you would have
But
wanted to be playing here. Macbelo missing the three-point shot as Almazan could not get the rebound, but his presence, his effort will result to an extra possession for the Meralco Bolts.
And that's what this game's going to come down to for any of these teams, is who's going to outwork each other. You see this
smart
great move.
play. Knockout play coming from Bong Quinto. Defense was not paying attention. Inbound off the back, easy basket down low.
I mean, he's letting the rookie know that this is possible. Great move.
Have you ever done that in your basketball career, Coach Tony?
I cannot remember the time I've ever took a risk like that. Only because maybe I was too afraid to take a chance like that. But I mean, right there, if you can execute it, it pays off. Easy 2 points for Bong Quinto.
Oh, another nice pass down low. And that will be an end one opportunity for Macbelo. Great off-ball movement for the Meralco Bolts.
Take a look one more time. Nice pass, good back door, and then commit that foul at the last second. Macbelo, great movement without the basketball.
And Raul Soyud is the worst person to give up a foul because he has 3 personal fouls with only 4 minutes and change gone by here in the first quarter.
So they're going to need his rebounding ability and just his playmaking ability as a big man. So yeah, he's going to have to definitely take care of his foul situation.
So that timeout working out well for Coach Norman Black as Meralco has clawed their way back into this matchup. 10-8 here in the first quarter. Alas with a handoff to Quinyahan. Another handoff to Trollano. Don spins. Defense all over him. I think he lifted his pivot foot to the other one. It might have been a traveling violation
that
there.
was definitely a traveling violation as he changed his pivot foot. But, you know, they'll take it. No complaint on the NLEX side.
Lucky break there for the Road Warriors as they get 3 points coming from Tony Semerat. Almazan, this is something that he can do because he is taller than J.R. Quinyahan. He can just sky for that one-hander.
Well, again, he keeps that ball high and there's no chance of blocking it. And again, Meralco now doing it with their defense as they have forced a fast break opportunity.
And this was something that Meralco can do. They can run against the opposing teams. They like getting steals, getting stops. And that's just the specialty of the house for Tony Semerad, but could not make it. Almazan. Inside to Bong Quinto. Kicks it out to Pasaol. Open momentarily for 3 misses. Rebound of Tana.
You know, this game is going to come down to being able to work through misses. You're not going to have a series of shots where everyone is on fire, but right there, Semerad missed in his outside shot, takes it inside because he recognizes a mismatch. Nice seal and turnaround.
Good early work coming from Tony Semerad as he got positioned against the defense of Belo. Physical matchup between these two forwards. Pasaol against Trollano. Now Belo has it with a switch. Mac going nowhere. At the last moment, wanted to pass off to Raymond Almazan, who will not be able to pick it up. Turnover against the Bolts.
Right idea right there, but maybe he should have shot it because he had Almazan. But take a look one more time in this nice position. Semerad gets deep into the paint. Nice pass by JR. And a nice right-hand finish.
Tony Semerad making his presence felt early in this ball game. As J.R. Quinyahan misses with that jumper.
You know, you might question that shot right there. And JR's been making that his whole career. And, you know, you need to get him going. Let him see the ball go through the rim a little bit. Especially late in this game, you're going to want him taking big shots.
Alain Maliksi back in the ball game, sporting that bandage over the eye that suffered a cut earlier in this ball game. They go back to the post-up. Quinto versus Oftana. Bong Quinto with a tight pass. Cliff hard. Short jumper won't work. Rebound for Don Trollano. Again, it's gang rebounding. It's the guy of Raymond Almazan not even paying attention to trying to get the rebound anymore.
Well, you credit all the white shirts that were inside the paint. You're right. They take care of Raymond Almazan and everyone else cleans up the boards.
Great play coming from NLEX. Saw the double team. Unfortunately for them, Kevin Alas could not sink it from downtown. Newsome now being defended by Alas. He gives the ball up to Maliksi. Maliksi left open. Why would you leave him open? Why would you go under a screen?
You're going to have to communicate that defense right there, because you cannot leave this guy wide open like that, because he's going to make you pay the entire night.
He is shooting 50% from the field, and those are odds that you definitely don't want to risk if you're the NLEX defense. Kevin Alas with a strong drive. He gets the basket and the foul.
Kevin Alas knows he had better position right there. Hodge wanted an offensive foul. Take a look one more time. Nice little spin move. And he just got caught right there, the left elbow. But you go under this screen, not even a hand up. Nothing but net for Alain Maliksi.
As you said, the communication between Oftana and Kinyahan, not clear there who would try to pop out and defend Alain Maliksi, because if you leave him open, odds are he will take that basket.
I mean, the fact that he's been a scorer his entire career, he's shooting that with confidence.
Especially with the way he has played in the past 3 games for the Meralco Bolts, helping them finish second in the elimination round. Last season inside the PBA bubble, they found themselves on the wrong end of a twice to beat, as they had to defeat the San Miguel Beermen twice to qualify for the quarterfinals. So you know that Meralco is aware of how important winning the first game is.
Yes, I mean, you need to take advantage of the opportunity you set yourself up for in the elimination round. You cannot take any possession off here.
Calvin Oftana missing his first 2 looks from downtown in this ball game. Made 8 triples against Meralco the last time. That ball was tapped out, bounced off of the leg of Alain Maliksi for another Meralco turnover. That is their 4th of the opening quarter. Same number for the NLEX Road Warriors as Pinto checks into the ball game for the very first time.
Really credit the NLEX defense right here, causing the turnovers, but they are getting back. They are not giving up easy transition points. And then on their offensive side, they are attacking Meralco and not settling for jumpers.
Cruz against Newsome, kicks it out first to Alas. Tied ball screen action. Alas wanted to split the double, got tied up, and there should be a jump ball. And it's no surprise that Mike Miranda will be involved in this situation.
Well, it is the playoffs. You love to see the players on the floor in a scuffle.
Pati pa kasama eh. Even the legs were involved in trying to get that ball. See this one more time. Pinto and Alas, it's already tied up. It will be a jump ball. But of course, Miranda gets in on the action and boom. Maybe he wanted a guard or something. MMA move being pulled off by Mike Miranda, as we have another official suspension of play. I think they just wanted to check if that bandage was holding up for Alain Maliksi. Miranda versus Pinto for the jump. That's illegal. You cannot be the first player to touch it from your squad if you're the jumper.
You can see the intensity here as a playoff game, that every player on the floor, they know the importance of each possession.
So Pinto bringing the ball down for the Meralco Bolts, defended by Panyamogan. Hodge gives it up to Boclao against Kinyahan. 12 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Play still not developing for Meralco. Pinto goes to the other side. Good up and under move. Could not get it, but Cliff Hodge is there for the follow.
Cy Young for NLEX. I mean, they're playing defense the entire time, and you just have to contain this guy right here. This is his talent. He is relentless in the pursuit of that basketball, and he makes them pay.
So doing it for about a decade right now for the Meralco Bolts. Same energy, same effort from year 1 up until now. And that's why they're only down by 3.
Cliff Hodge reminds me of the modern-day Rudy Hatfield.
As Alain Maliksi converts on his second 3-point shot of this ball game to tie things up at 18 apiece.
Again, they have battled back, and in spite of NLEX's great defense to start this game, they have found themselves tied late in this first quarter.
Cruz using the screen, kicks it out to Kinyahan. Mid-range jumper, too strong this time. Rebound for Newsome. Newsome, wanted to give it to a referee.
A little miscommunication right there. Cliff Hodge came right behind him, and he throws it out of
I
bounds.
don't think it's the same color, Chris. I don't think that blue is equal to gray, as we will have a timeout. 18-18 is the score. Back inside the Don Honorio Ventura State University Gymnasium in Bacolor, Pampanga, this is your quarterfinal pairing between the Meralco Bolts, who are holding a twice-to-beat advantage against the NLEX Road Warriors. Still watching PBA Rush, Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call. 18-18 is the score. I hope that they cleared things up. Maybe there was a problem with the contact lenses of Chris Newsom. He mistakenly passed the ball to one of our referees. 18-18 is the score. Quick drive. Oh, unfortunate miss there coming from Cruz, as he was able to get away from all of his defenders.
Meralco dodged a bullet right there as Cruz got right to the rim, just could not finish the layup.
Pasaol dealing with the defense of Ighalo. Maliksi has converted on a couple of three-point shots already. Maliksi uses his speed this time. Smart play coming from Alain, knowing that he was up against a bigger defender.
Well, you're going to have to defend his three-point shot, and then when you come out and you rise up, he makes you pay.
Oh, there was a mistake defensively there. Meralco not on the same page, allowing that baseline cut coming from Philip Panyamogan back to a tie at 20 apiece. Pasaol, double-digit scorer in their last two games. Alain Maliksi will pull the trigger one more time. Three-point conversions already for Alain Maliksi. He leads all scorers with 11 points.
Well, this is the value of having a veteran on your team right here in a playoff game. You do not want to get your opponent hot, and Alain Maliksi knows that he needs to step up for his team.
Nard Pinto trying to shake off that last contact, as the ball will stay with the Road Warriors. 14 on their shot clock.
Take a look one more time, gets his feet set, nothing but net. Again, he is doing it from outside, inside. He's showing all his range.
Oh, backcourt violation there against NLEX off the inbound. But going back to that last play, that's where you see the value of Cliff Hodge, even if you don't see it in the statistics. It was a pin-down screen that gave Alain Maliksi that short span to be able to pull the trigger on the three.
Well, Cliff Hodge does so much for this team. I mean, right there, forced a turnover, you know, and fortunate enough for NLEX that they had their hand on it so he wouldn't get a breakaway dunk.
All eyes on Alain Maliksi now for the defense of NLEX. He has been on fire. Maliksi comes up short this time. And for those wondering, it was only a 14-second shot clock because the play started on their side of the court already. That's why it felt quick.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the players get confused with the amount of clock left over, whether it was advanced, not advanced.
It takes a bit of adjustment, right, Coach?
Well, you know, the rules that they have in the end game, when if you take a timeout and you advance the ball, it goes to 14 seconds.
Yep.
But if you take the ball out in the backcourt, you keep the 24-second. And then again, that comes in with the strategy of how you want to do things.
But because these rules are relatively new for maybe the past 2-3 years, and you've been playing all your life with a different set of rules, so it's an adjustment from a lot of the players. But that's just the evolution of the game. Of course, we want to speed things up. Want more action, more possessions. for a better viewing experience for all of you. 23-20 as NLEX will commit one of their 2 remaining team fouls to try and prevent Meralco from scoring in the final 9.4 of your first quarter. Anjo Karam checking in. As we said, no Travis Jackson, no Jammer Hamito, and Aaron Black is not yet in uniform for the Meralco Bolts. So unsurprisingly, an entry for Anjo Karam. That was a little unnecessary coming from Jericho Cruz, as the foul was already whistled against Panyamogan.
You know, it is high intensity because this is a playoff game. Jericho Cruz might cost his team a technical.
Yep.
Take a look one more time. Nice aggressive play right here.
That's the foul already. It was done. Play was dead at that point. And then there was a hit. I mean, if it happened simultaneously, maybe you'd let it go, but at this stage, the foul was already cleared. It was whistled. And Pinto was not even trying to attempt a shot at that stage. Nothing to block.
Well, you see right there, I think it's going to be a second motion.
Technical?
Technical, and, you know, every point counts right here.
But you know that it is a statement coming from Jericho Cruz.
Technical foul on Jericho Cruz. Technical foul on John Pinto. Both for a second motion.
Oh, Pinto also getting a technical foul. But as I said, this could be a statement coming from Jericho Cruz telling Meralco that this is not going to be easy. This is going to be tough. This is going to hurt you, and you will have to take this game from us.
I definitely agree with you there that you need to send a message to the opponent. This will not be easy, and you are going to experience a playoff foul.
So setting the tone for the squad, similar to what Bo Belga tried to do in game number 1 between Rain or Shine and the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots. Here we go, 6.3 seconds remaining, no more fouls for NLEX. Newsome to Anjo Karam. Pulls the trigger and hits for 3. That's a microwave move coming off the bench and immediately converting.
At the end of the first quarter, our score is 20.
Hot shooting from the 3-point range for Meralco.
Big shot coming in. Instant offense. Gets his feet set. Nothing but net.
NLEX Road Warriors will have to figure out a way to slow down the Meralco Bolts and their 3-point shooting, led by Alain Maliksi, who has converted on 3 already, and then off the bench, Anjo Karam. Ending the first quarter on a great note for the Meralco Bulls. 26-20 is the count in favor of Meralco against the NLEX Road Warriors heading into the second quarter of action. Alain Maliksi leading all scorers with 11 points for the Meralco Bolts. As a starter, he has definitely stepped up for Coach Norman Black. Their first try with him at the start did not really pan out well. He did it against the TNT Tropangiga, only finished with 3 points. But his last games, when he was able to settle himself down and accept this role, it has only been great things for Alain Maliksi and Meralco.
Well, he moves really, really well without the basketball. That's his biggest strength. Obviously, he can shoot but the fact that he moves so well without the basketball.
Alvin Pasaol, quick trigger on the 3-0 there. Big collision as it was Pinto and Kevin Alas battling for the rebound. Hard fall there for Kevin Alas, but I agree with the no call because they both held the ball at the same time. Look at this one more time. They were both holding the ball. Pinto just had a better grip at it. And then a foul was called after against Miranda.
Those are one of those calls you have to let go. They were going for the basketball. It's just fortunate that Alas comes up without any injury.
26-20, 6-point lead for Meralco. Pinto, bounce pass to Hodge, kick out to Maliksi. Defenders all over him, but he found some space, misses. As rebound goes to Miranda. Cruz bringing the ball down for NLEX. Goes inside to Quinahan. JR, patient move coming from the veteran, comes up empty as Miranda taps it out of bounds.
Well, you can see that it's been a concerted effort right here in this first possession for NLEX. Get the ball inside, let's attack them. As JR just unfortunately could not finish that shot.
3-point shooting, NLEX 1 of 10. Meralco Bolts 4 out of 9 so far. Bakla with defense all over him, gives it up to Pinto. Alain fakes, does not pull the trigger this time. Only 4 to shoot for the Meralco Bolts. Pinto, his kick out pass lands with the wrong person as Ighalo takes it away. And now this is setup time for the NLEX Road Warriors. They want to establish their scoring on the inside as Kevin Alas scores with a scoop layup.
Again, all their shots coming into the paint. They know that they've been shooting way too many jump shots. Let's establish ourselves inside so then now we can work it outside. Great discipline by NLEX. 14
of the 22 points for NLEX have come in the shaded area as they want really to establish themselves in that zone as an offensive foul will be whistled against Pinto.
All of a sudden, NLEX defense has stepped up, causing 2 turnovers in a row right here. As you see this move right here by Kevin Alas, does not settle, could have kicked it out, but he's right at the rim. Nice teardrop.
Anjo Karam trying to sell an offensive foul, referee is not biting. As they've cut this deficit down to 4, 26-22. Once again, this is your quarterfinals of the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Meralco with a twice-to-beat advantage against the NLEX Road Warriors. JR Quinahan, jumper still missing from the outside is JR as Meralco will try to go on the run here. Pasaol, a little bit out of control, but look who's there for the follow. Raymond Almazan with a tip-in.
They are just in hot pursuit of that basketball, both Almazan and Cliff Hodge, as they knew that they were going to clean up the mess.
Cruz goes to Quinahan. He has struggled from that distance so far, and those struggles will continue with another miss.
Well, that's the benefit of having Almazan out there. He has such long arms. He can cover ground if the player puts the ball onto the floor, but he's done a great job so far challenging the jump shot of JR Quinahan.
As we saw, Meralco will try to post up Alvin Pasaol against Ighalo. As Hodge takes a break. Again, Meralco and NLEX looking for their first franchise championships. Coach Yang Giao looking for his first ever All-Filipino crown. Anjo Karam attacks. The defense not paying enough attention to Anjo Karam as he has picked up 5 points already off the bench.
You know, that's what happens when you have a smaller ball handler like that. He knows that he's susceptible to getting blocked, but he does a nice little nifty move to get it up at the rim quick.
Ighalo using the Quinahan screen. Semerad now has the ball. Cruz with 10 to shoot. Back to Tony. Oh, miscommunication on defense. They left a good shooter wide open.
You cannot leave him open. This guy is lights out from the 3, and he makes you pay.
Second triple of the ball game for Anthony Semerad. 8 points. As he cuts their deficit down to 5, 30-25. Almazan posting up against Quinahan. Settles for the jumper off the glass. Won't work. Kevin Alas will lead the attack. As Quinahan picks up the basketball. Alas, adjusting midair, missing. Rebound for Belo, and Meralco is once again on the run. Oh, nice extra pass to Alvin Pasaol for the banker.
Picture perfect. Fast break right there. All three guys touched it. Ball never hit the floor. Nice finish.
7-point advantage once again for the Bolts. With about 4 minutes gone by here in your second quarter. Kevin Alas uses the Semerad screen. Tony kicks it out to Cruz. Hesitated. And then shoots the three, misses. Chance now for Meralco to establish their biggest lead of the ball game. Again, balanced performance so far. Aside from the explosiveness of Alain Maliksi, everyone chipping in for Meralco. They go up top. Raymond Almazan got a little too deep there. As Semerad with a smart move. Belo, instead of defending properly, again, tried to sell the contact. It was not enough.
Well, Semerad knows that he's a three-point shooter, but did not settle right there. Great high percentage play, puts it on the deck. And then the flop right there, he makes him pay.
How about 10 points for Tony Semerad? No, he does not usually get this number of points early in the ball game, but it has been working for the Road Warriors so far.
Well, the thing about Tony Semerad, he's very efficient with how he scores the basketball. He's not going to take a lot of shots, and he's not going to demand a lot of touches.
Well, the struggles continue from the field for J.R. Quinahan as he is now 0 of 6. Kevin Alas, though, is getting a good rhythm. That is his third field goal. 7 points in the ball game for Kevin Alas as NLEX is creeping their way back into this contest. This time out is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Anthony Semerad with 10 points already, 2 of 3 from the three-point range. At least NLEX has someone matching the output of Alain Maliksi to keep them in this ball game here in the second quarter.
Well, I can already tell by the way this basketball game has been played, it's going to come down to the last possession. And that no one is giving an inch. Mistakes are being made, but recoveries are happening. As you could just see how competitive this game is.
Good clean swipe coming from J.R. Quinahan to deny Almazan a possible basket in the shaded area. Only a 3-point lead now for Meralco, 32-29. Kick out pass, Anjo Karam, another 3 on the way, not this time. As the rebound goes to Don Troliano.
A smart play right there by J.R. Quinahan. He knew that he wasn't going to have a chance to grab it, so he tips it to a teammate.
Halfway mark of our second quarter. Quick trigger coming from Kevin Alas will not work. Counterattack for the Bolts. Newsom, his pass tapped and stolen by Oftana. Calvin with a smaller defender. He kicks it out to Alas. Open for 3. Could not get it to drop. But Oftana is there for the second effort. And then Anthony Semerad will take care of it after 2 offensive rebounds for NLEX.
Right place, right time for Semerad. 12 big points for him already. And just staying active, keeping his team in this game.
Just when Meralco was threatening to break this game wide open, Semerad heats up. As Newsome responds on the other side with his signature mid-range jumper.
Well, you're going to have to communicate right there defensively, your NLEX. You cannot let Chris Newsome, no one even closed out to him, made an effort to get a hand up. As you see Kevin Alas slip.
Trollano trying to post up, kicks it out to Oftana, extra pass to Semerad. That's good again. 15 points in the ball game for Tony Semerad.
And this guy is cooking right now. He is feeling it. His teammates are finding him, and he's just playing amazing basketball.
In the last game, it was Calvin Oftana who heated up from downtown for NLEX. Now, it is Anthony Semerad as another turnover here against Meralco.
You credit the defense of NLEX right now. They are causing Meralco to play a little faster than usual.
And Tony, that's 10 turnovers now for the Meralco Bolts.
And that is not getting it done right there if you're Meralco. But if you're NLEX, great defense. As you look one more time as Chris Newsome drives. As he just tries to look for a friend right there.
Looks like Newsome will be okay. He picks himself up. Coach Cheng is complaining about the call because it was their ball, but I think play was dead. So the officials can call an official's timeout. If play was live, then you can't because it will have the side where the team having the basketball. Looks like Newsome got hit on the face by Trollano as he was sailing out of bounds there. 34-34 again. 10 turnovers for the Meralco Bolts. That's why they cannot shake off the NLEX Road Warriors just yet in this ball game. Foul called against Alain Maliksi. Only the first team foul of the Bolts.
You see the defense starting to really get a little chippy here as teams are trying to establish position. You know, and this is what I really enjoy about the PBA, good playoff basketball. And I think this is what the fans really enjoy right here, is just watching the way teams battle. They know that every possession counts.
Coach Yang Yao looking on as his squad has battled back from an 8-point deficit to tie this contest at 34 apiece. Again, we thank you for joining us on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call. And since Coach Tony is here, we will be talking about the Lakers a little later on.
I am excited. I am excited.
Oh, turnover here as Quinto completes the stop and even draws a foul from Calvin Oftana.
Again, you see the level of play rise. You have to take care of that basketball, but it is not all just sloppy turnovers.
Yeah.
It is the defense of both teams.
And we know that both teams can really defend.
And, you know, and these two coaches, and Coach Yang and Coach Norman Black, they are known for their hard-nosed defenders and the way that they construct their teams. They want guys who are going to play in your face, tough defense.
And any Yengyao coach team will force their opponents to play ugly basketball at all times. They will drag it out. They will let you grind it out and force you from situations that you're not comfortable with.
And that's the perfect example right there. He's going to make you not be comfortable. You're going to do things that you don't want to do. And again, if you can just weather the storm and try your hardest to execute, you should be okay.
So Reynel Hugnatan back in action now for the Meralco Bolts. He missed some time to grieve with his family after losing his mother, as we extend our condolences to the Hugnatan family. As Alain Maliksi converts again from the outside.
I mean, we talk about Tony Semerad. This guy is continuing to cook hot, as he is their go-to scorer, drawing a lot of attention.
Only a long two this time for Maliksi with 13 points in the ball game. Alas bounces it to Quinyahan. First field goal of the ball game. Finally, it comes for him. He was 0 of 6 before that make.
Well, good sign for J.R. Quinyahan right there. But again, he knows his role is to continue to shoot those shots, and they will fall.
Good swipe coming from Cruz, sending the ball out of bounds. 11 seconds remaining in the shot clock for the Meralco Bolts. Quinto sends it to Hugnatan. Maliksi now, using the ball screen. Hook pass. Hugnatan measures it up, misses, and the rebound goes to Alas.
Maybe a little too long for Ray Hugnatan to look at the rim. Thought about it a little too much.
Also a miss from the outside for NLEX this time as we swing back to the side of Meralco. Good spin coming from Quinto as he gets the basket off the glass.
Meralco Cruz trying to stop Quinto right here, and they're just going head up against each other.
They've been going at it. Cruz has been physical. Quinto is trying to be physical right back at him.
You take a look right here is just defending him. Gives him a good body shot right here.
Number 19, Bong Quinto. Technical foul on Bong Quinto for continuous complaining.
Technical foul whistled against Bong Quinto. And it was a statement to the referees because he thought he was fouled on the other side, gave up a foul on this side. He needs to really control himself right now as Meralco is in a good spot, 38-36, up by 2. But there will be a technical free throw coming up for the NLEX Road Warriors when we come back from this timeout. Checking out our tournament format, best of 3 between number 4 and number 5, number 3 and number 6. Twice to beat advantage for the top teams, and then we move forward to a best of 7 in the semifinals and in the finals as compared to our best of 5 and best of 7 in the PBA bubble. So it will be a grind heading into the championship round, with the defending champion seeing action a little later on with the finals rematch against the TNT Tropang Giga, where the TNT being the top team in the league, holding a twice to beat advantage.
You know, 7 games is such a huge difference as compared to a 5-game series. You know, obviously you have more basketball to play, more games to win, more games to lose, but it is not as much of a sprint as compared to a 5-game series.
But if you are one of the underdogs, this is where you want to pick things up, because a 3-game series against the teams like Magnolia or San Miguel Beer, for example, is much different compared to having to beat them 4 times in the semifinals.
Yeah, you're right. As you see Jericho Cruz hit a shot right there. And you look right now, NLEX has picked up the lead as they have battled back through their turnover problems.
Foul on number 39, Jericho Cruz. That's his first foul.
It has been points in the paint, has allowed them also to come back into this ball game. 3-point shooting heating up. They have 2 conversions at least here in the second quarter compared to only 1 in the first. Quinto loses the ball as he was trying to do too much there against the defense. Quick attack on the other side. Lefty lip is good for Trollano.
Oh, a nice pass by Oftana right there, holding it on to the last second and then recognizing the defense, committing, and he makes a good pass.
2 minutes remaining here in the first half of the action. 42-38, a 4-point advantage for the Road Warriors. Alain Maliksi, the top scoring Meralco Bolt so far. Tough jumper, overshot the mark against Trollano.
You know, you want to see those shots right there. Good execution, good movement. It just could not pick it up as you see Bong Quinto get a steal right here, and he flushes it home.
Bong Quinto, very good defender. He reads passing lanes beyond his age, beyond his experience.
Well, I mean, That guy has brought so much to this Meralco squad. He can score, he can defend, he's strong.
Again, the Meralco Bolts will have to accept that this is playoff basketball. Flopping like that might work in the elimination round, but the referees will not call it at this stage. Reynal Hugnatan, after committing the mistake on one end, posting up. Tough shot with the left hand, nothing there. Rebound for Alas.
Great defense right there by Jarek Kanyahan. As Ray Hugnatan is one of the masters at footwork in the post.
Cruz hesitating, and now they will set things up. Uses the Kinyahan screen. Cruz kicks it out to JR. His entry pass tapped and stolen by Karam.
You know, you wonder where is Semerad right here, where he has been waxing hot. And that's what I really love about Coach Yang and the way his substitution patterns are.
Yeah.
He was not going to say that we're just going to rely on one guy. He allows the team to play, and he allows the team to find its rhythm. Even if you're waxing hot, he's going to make sure that the rest of the team picks it up.
Four-point advantage for the Road Warriors in the dying seconds of our first half of action. Screen coming up here for Newsom, does not use it. 4 seconds to shoot. Nunu goes to Bello, the runner. Won't work, but the tip-in is there for Quinto.
Again, doing it all right there, doing it with his defense earlier. Now it's with his hustle on the rebound and put back.
A lot of fouls to give for the Meralco Bolts, 3 to be exact. That's one right there, and that will leave NLEX with only 2.4 to work with to try and get a basket here in the second quarter.
You know, if you're Meralco right here, you don't want to just continue to foul. You want to try to go for the actual steal and be a little aggressive. The referee might not call it. You might come up with the ball in your hand.
Hotly contested first half of action so far. Go to Kevin Alas. Oh, no one fouling, allowing him an open shot as Meralco dodged a bullet there. With Kevin Alas missing the three-point attempt. The first half of action is over, and our player of the half is brought to you by Firefly, the trusted lighting partner by the PBA, and it is Anthony Semerad, our leading scorer of this contest. 15 points already in this ball game. 3 of 4 from downtown, 6 of 7 from the field. He averages 8.1 points per ball game, almost doubling up his game average in the first half, as NLEX will have to rely on him a little bit more in the second to be able to hang on to this lead and force a do-or-die game against the Meralco Bolts. Halftime discussion coming up after this break. We're at the half of this ball game between the Meralco Bolts and the NLEX Road Warriors, a quarterfinal pairing between the number 2 team Meralco and the number 7 team NLEX. And let's now check out our game highlights. Brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Carlo Pamintuan and Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call for this game. And the first quarter was all about the hot start coming from a couple of scorers on both sides. Anthony Semerad for NLEX, Alain Maliksi for Meralco.
They found their rhythm early, and they were just letting the ball fly. Nice rhythm, and you see just shot after shot. Looks comfortable.
Alain Maliksi and Tony Semerad will have their duel in the opening quarter, as they both dictated the kind of offense that their teams were going to play. Slim advantage for Meralco at the end of the first, but then Kevin Alas started to help out as well, attacking the shaded area, which will become, a consistent theme for NLEX as they try to score a majority of their points inside.
Yeah, NLEX took it to the paint. They made sure they wanted to make a point with not just shooting jump shots, but you see Bon Quinto here with a key steal and a nice putback.
Bon Quinto has played well for Meralco throughout this conference, doing a little bit of everything. Again, Meralco has tried to sell a couple of offensive fouls, referees not agreeing with them as we take a look at the numbers in the first half. You can see the second chance points in favor of the Meralco Bolts. And the points off turnover still in favor of the Meralco Bolts, even if they ended up committing more turnovers than NLEX in the first half. These halftime stats also brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Your key players, 13 points for Aline Maliksi, 15 points for Anthony Semerad. Can those two players keep it going into the second half?
Well, Semerad has 15 points in only 12 minutes of play, so he's played very efficient. And you just see the scoring of the Meralco Bolts right there, where I think Quito has been the key for just doing the little things and getting them going. But the guy that Meralco needs to really step up is Chris Newsom.
Only 3 points in the ball game for Chris Newsom. Averages about 11 points per ball game this conference. On the other side, Trollano and Alas, both with decent performances already. Raul Soyud only with 4, Cruz only with 4, and Quinahan, as we said, has been struggling from the field. The big man, usually an efficient scorer for Coach Yengia, only has 2 points in the ball game on 1 of 7 shooting from the field. We welcome you back to PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan and Coach Tony De La Cruz on the call. As you can see, the averages, the leaders for NLEX, Kevin Alas with their scoring, Soyud with the rebounding, Alas again with their rebounding, and Cruz and Quinahan with the steals and the blocks.
Well, Kevin Alas, you know, he's going to continue to get himself going. He's very aggressive. And the thing about him, he's very disciplined in knowing what the game plan is, and it looks like really trying to establish points in the paint.
Keys to the story here, the turnovers, 11 for Meralco, 9 for NLEX. But the defense that both teams have been playing in this ball game are forcing each other to tough shots, and that's why we are only at about 41, 42% for Meralco and 44 for NLEX. Good entry pass there, but Almazan could not take care of the basket. Couple of sorry misses to start the third quarter. Our starters for the NLEX Road Warriors, it's Panyamogan, Semerad. This is Trollano alongside Mike Miranda. As Panyamogan is studying his options. Not a lot of movement. Trollano attacks middle. They will run out of time.
Good ball movement right there by NLEX. Just not enough time. Great defense by Meralco. You always want to see, as a coach, your team get a 24-second shot clock violation or hold the team to a shot clock violation. That's a sign of good defense.
Good stop for Meralco to open our third quarter, as they will feature Nusam Quinto, Hodge, Almazan, and Alain Maliksi with 13 points in the ball game. Nusam goes behind the back, sets up Almazan for the jumper. Won't get the bounce. Trollano with the board. Panyamogan does not pull the trigger. Cruz attacks middle. Strong drive, no good. Thought he was fouled, no call. Meralco going on the run here. Nusam with a dish to Hodge. Kick out pass. Maliksi. One dribble. Fly by. 3-point shot. No good.
You see the level of play right here as they are going up and down. Smart play by Cliff Hodge right there. He knew he had to kick it out. Just a miss by Maliksi.
Our official are ready to send it inbound with NLEX. Their backs are against the wall. They need to win this ball game or they will be eliminated from contention in our Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Mid-range jumper from the baseline is good for Mike Miranda.
Pretty looking shot right there. You see the rotation of that basketball. Again, no hesitation with any of these players. They're open, they're shooting it.
And I know why you said, Tony, that the shot was pretty, because that was your bread and butter. That was your spot. So you're biased for that shot, Tony. Admit it.
Definitely biased for that shot. But, you know, I always look at the rotation of the basketball. But you look at this play one more time. Nice pass. No hesitation. You see that rotation of that basketball. Nothing but net.
The backspin. Gorgeous. Of course, from the Tony De La Cruz area of the basketball court, that short corner. 4-point lead now for NLEX, 46-42.
Panyamogan doing a great job trying to really bother Chris Newsom, but just a little too much hand action right there, and the referee calls him for it.
Coach, I'd want to put you on the spot because you had, an experience coaching against all of these teams. But among them, among the matchups, who do you think are just performing at another level right now compared to the other teams?
In terms of teams?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a hard time with a San Miguel team. I mean, SMB, they have veterans that know how to win. They're playing together. You put CJ Perez in there now, and they are just a formidable force.
We will continue this conversation, but we will have to go to our first time out as Meralco will be forced into it with Anthony Semerad continuing to shoot well from the outside. This time out is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 7-point lead for the NLEX, their biggest lead of the ballgame. The conference high for Anthony Semerad was 13 points, and he scored that in their game against the Terra Firma Jeep. He has only scored in double digits 4 times this conference, but now he has obliterated that conference high with 18 already here in the first half. Alain Maliksi will try to match him shot for shot.
Maliksi is so good at moving without the basketball, but he gets his feet set, his footwork, top caliber, and you see the result right there.
15 for Maliksi. Cruz attacking. Nice dish as Miranda mishandles the ball on his way up. Ball will stay though with NLEX. Cruz against Maliksi. Goes to the corner. Trollano baseline drive. Gorgeous move from Trollano.
Not settling for an outside jump shot. You put that ball in, you get close to the basket, higher percentage, great finish.
Back to a 7-point advantage now for NLEX, 51-44, their biggest lead of the ball game. Maliksi hands it off to Newsome. 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock as they've been delayed by the defense. Newsome will be called for an offensive foul. He put out that lead leg.
I think it's a good call by the official right there, as you can see him lead with his foot.
I think the referees might review this. Look at it one more time. Beating his primary defender. Oh, that doesn't look good. I mean, surely Mike Miranda would take a little bit of time recovering from that. Pretty clear that it would be an offensive foul.
It almost looked like he was trying to use him to step higher and get a dunk.
Tried to trampoline for a dunk. It's not allowed. As Miranda will tough it out. He'll stay on the floor. With NLEX now an opportunity to advance their lead further. 51-44. 8.5 remaining. Good drive. But Cruz comes up empty. Macpelo, also his own version of the drive with a good finish against the bigger defender.
There you go. The shot's not falling for you. Your offense is kind of stagnant. Get to the rim. See that ball go through the rim. And that's what Bello did right there.
If the NLEX Road Warriors pick up a victory here, we will play again this Friday in a do-or-die matchup. It is something that the Meralco Bolts would want to avoid because you've worked so hard to finish at the top 2. And then all of a sudden, with one loss, it's all gone. Your advantage will be gone if you do not take care of business here in this matchup.
And these are the toughest games right here, the closeout games. Again, NLEX playing right now with a sense of urgency, backs against the wall. And you mentioned it earlier, Carlo, like just the couple of plays where some of the Meralco players were flopping. You know, this is a knockout game. You gotta either take that charge or you stand your ground.
4 minutes gone by here in your third quarter. Thank you for joining us on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Tony De La Cruz. 2 misses from Don Troliano. In a tight game like this, those might end up being costly errors from Don. Karam attacks middle. Layup won't work. Rebound for Panyamogan. They do not have the numbers. Panyamogan kicks it out to Troliano. Open for 3. No good. Rebound Newsome. Maliksi gives the ball up to Anjo. Karam attacks. No advantage there. Defense all over him. Sending it out to Maliksi with 13 left in the shot clock. Offensive foul is whistled against Macbelo.
Macbelo got caught holding Panyamogan, trying to get out to defend his man, and Bello just gets caught holding his jersey.
How challenging will it be for Meralco to try and, you know, win this game without the services of a couple of players? Of course, as we said, no Travis Jackson due to the PBA's health and safety protocols, no Jammer Hamito, and no Aaron Black as well. So you're missing 2-point guards from your rotation.
You know, obviously, every player counts on a team, and you see a nice move right there by Chris Newsome. Every player is going to count, but this is what it is to be a team. Other guys have to step up. You know, you're missing the service of a couple of guys. You're going to have to take over and do what they do.
Semerad, same spot, same exact result. He is on fire. 21 points in the ball game.
This guy on course to score 30 tonight. If he continues to shoot these shots the way he's been shooting, looking really good offensively.
But if there is a team that can overcome the absence of some of their players, it would be Meralco, because they've proven themselves without Newsome, without Cliff Hodge in a crucial stretch in the elimination round. Still picked up victories.
You know, obviously you said that Semerad has not been scoring these many points throughout the conference. So they're going to have to figure out how to stop him going into this fourth quarter. You take a look one more time. Nice challenge, pretty shot, nice rotation.
The dribble penetration actually came from Mike Miranda with a good read there, showing us his playmaking abilities. Newsome, cross-court pass to Bello. Goes behind the back. Good move coming from Macbelo.
There's 2 moves right there by Macbelo. Not settling for jump shots, getting to the rim, but showing his ability to put the ball on the floor.
You know, sometimes you wish that Macbelo would have that killer mentality, because if he can take Anthony Semerad off the dribble like that, I mean, what's stopping him from doing it, you know, more times in the ball game?
Well, you're going to need guys to step up other than Maliksi and be aggressive, and if Bello can take that responsibility right there, as you see this illegal screen, maybe a little sell right there by Anjo Karam, but Semerad a little frustrated.
And in these situations, his lack of size certainly helps him out, as Anthony Semerad just beaten to the punch there by Macbelo. Goes behind the back, goes under the defense for the sweet-looking layup.
Nice move.
Calvin Oftana checks back into the ball game. Only has 2 points, and he scored that very early in the contest, but does have 4 rebounds and 4 assists with a block as well. But he led them with 34 points in their elimination round meeting against Meralco. Bello, another attack, reverse layup into deep. Good stop here for NLEX. Cruz against a smaller defender, kicks it out. Oftana, corner pocket, 3 ball is good.
NLEX is doing a great job of getting the defense to commit, and they find their shooters, and their shooters are going to the right spots, and they're shooting with confidence.
It's drive and kick for the NLEX Road Warriors as they've rebuilt a 7-point lead, 57-50. Hodge forced that one up, And he touched it last before sailing out of bounds. Ball will go back to Meralco.
Great defense right there by NLEX as two white shirts converged on Hodge, forced into a difficult shot. You look one more time as Cruz draws in the defenders. Tana has all the time in the world to shoot.
You know, the initial mismatch between Cruz and Karam forced the hand of Alain Maliksi to try and help, opening things up for Oftana. Cruz now. Semerad fakes the handoff against Hodge. 7 seconds to shoot. Nothing happening on offense. Semerad attacks. Layup is good.
This guy is putting on a clinic in 3 quarters. Outside, inside, you name it, he's doing it.
23 points in the ball game. 9 of 10 from the field. Meanwhile, a good answer coming from Bong Quinto right after NLEX established their biggest lead of the ball game at 9. Cruz settles for the jumper, no good. Rebound picked up by Oftana, his 5th of the ball game. Saw you down low, denied by Hodge. Meralco has the numbers here. Quinto goes to Bello with an easy basket.
Great answer right there by Meralco. It looks like NLEX trying to pull away, and then Meralco answers back with 4 straight good points.
And this time it was Cruz trying to sell the offensive foul. Like if they don't call it for Meralco, I expect it not to be called that time for NLEX. As Oftana was asking for a foul, would not get it.
Lessons all around for all the players. Getting a little sloppy.
Reynel Hugnatan, Alvin Pasaol checking back into the ball game, replacing Bello and Maliksi. With only 3 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in our 3rd quarter. Quinto with a dish to Hugnatan, mishandled the pass. Steal by Cruz, and Oftana is gone.
Nice pass right there by Cruz. Getting it over to his teammate, who does the rest.
Cruz leads the team in steals. And you saw why. He is a tenacious defender. He does not mind getting down and dirty, chasing loose balls. A nice pass down low as Hodge converts on the lefty layup.
Nice finish right there by Hodge. Could have dunked it, changed to his left hand. Nice finish.
61 to 56, 5-point advantage for NLEX in what has been a seesaw battle between the Road Warriors and the Bolts. Alas with the hook pass. Semerad open. Not this time, a little long with that one, but he'll get the ball back. He will try again, Semerad! 3-point shot rattles out. He was 9 of 10 before that, and he missed back-to-back 3-point shots. So you could say that it was a lucky break for the defense of Meralco, because those were decent looks, Coach Tony.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep shooting those shots as they're open, but right now, they didn't fall for him, but he is waxing hot still.
Timeout for the NLEX Road Warriors, protecting a 5-point lead, 61 to 56. We'll be back after a few reminders. John Quinto with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. We talked about his versatility, his ability to do a bit of everything for Coach Norman Black, and that's exactly what he is doing in this ball game.
You know, it's really underrated when a player can handle the basketball, play defense, rebound, finish inside, shoot outside, post up. That's what this guy can do.
Pasaol attacks baseline, issues a pass to Hugnatan, misses everything there as NLEX completes the stop. Oh, miscommunication between Kinyahan and Kevin Alas.
You see the frustration of Coach Yang right there. He understands that these possessions are so important. Your back is against the wall. Everything counts.
And as you said, Tony, this feels like it would go down to the wire, and every little bit helps you out, and every little mistake might cost you in the end. Another steal here for NLEX. Good forward pass. Kevin Alas with a layup.
That's a great hustle play right there by NLEX. 4 guys touched that basketball on defense.
And who was diving down to grab that loose ball? It was Jericho Cruz, their leader in steals, providing them with a spark on defense. Turnover story, that's 15 now for the Meralco Bolts. Uncharacteristic for them. Look at that. Oftana with a pass, and then the smart forward pass leading to this layup from Kevin Alas.
It's just smart basketball play right there by NLEX. No wasted movement. One guy cut off the ball, the other one dove on the floor.
Minute and 20 remaining. Quinto sends it out to Karam. Only 6 seconds to shoot. Karam, the three-point shot is good. His second off the ball game.
When you talk about a guy making a difference right there. 6 points already for him off of three-point shots. And there, again, Meralco refusing to go away. NLEX just can't pull away.
63 to 59 now, a 4-point advantage for NLEX. Kevin Alas making something out of nothing down low, but he misses. Less than a minute remaining in the third quarter. Hugnatan for 3. That's good.
Battle back. We've weathered storms. The steady hand of the veteran, Ray Hugnatan, knocks down his second three-point shot, or the first one he missed, but this second one, his second attempt, he took all his time.
Oh, another turnover here. Meralco is ahead. Hugnatan, that's 5 straight points for him, and just like that, Meralco Bolts reclaiming the lead. Oftana wants to get it back. Rattles out on 3. Soyud with the offensive rebound. He'll kick it out as NLEX will set up. 4 fouls to give for Meralco. If they'd want, they could choose to not get the ball back anymore and just try to prevent NLEX from scoring here.
You know, when you say fouls to give, you know, I always look at that as opportunity for an aggressive steal.
Let's see how Meralco will try to defend this time. Leave it to Alas up top. And you won't have to tell Cliff Hodge twice to be aggressive, because that's just how he's built.
Well, that's how he plays. He's always in pursuit of that basketball. 110% each and every possession for Cliff Hodge.
Pinto checking in. As Anjo Karam committed back-to-back fouls there. 2 more fouls to give. That's another one. But again, Coach Tony, going back to your point, these are fouls that you are willingly giving up without getting anything back, without giving yourself an opportunity to go for a steal.
I think you need to be aggressive for that, in pursuit of that basketball.
Oh, they leave Trollano open. He misses, and that will be the end of our third quarter of action. The NLEX Road Warriors attempting to build a lead. They bumped it up to as many as 9 points in the third period. But the Meralco Bolts would battle back. They've taken the hits. They weathered the storm of Tony Semerad, and Coach Norman Black might just be a quarter away from a return trip to the semifinals of the Philippine Cup. 64 to 63 is the count in favor of the Meralco Bolts at the end of 3. The matchup between the two superstars, Kevin Alas and Chris Newsom. Newsom has not really put up a lot of shots in this ball game. He's only at 2 of 3, allowing the other players to really carry the load on offense, while Kevin Alas tried his best to contribute in the third quarter, as we are just moments away from the start of the 4th and final period of this ball game. Meralco Bolts holding a twice-to-beat advantage in this series and a 1-point lead against the NLEX Road Warriors. We welcome you back to PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan and Tony De La Cruz on the call. Don Trollano misses with the first shot of the 4th quarter. Will this be the last 12 minutes of the season, of the conference rather, for the NLEX Road Warriors, or will we see another game this coming Friday?
You know, if Meralco is going to do anything special in this conference, you know, they're going to need guys like Chris Newsom to step up. You know, he is their go-to guy. He is their superstar, and you know, he knows that, but he is going to have to be more aggressive and get himself going.
Pasaol. Now the ball rotates to Hugnatan. Reynolds spins. Tough shot blocked by Quinahan. And that's a foul, a bump, a nudge coming from Pasaol.
Look at the defense of NLEX right there. They know this is the 4th quarter, and they don't want it to be their last quarter of the season, or of the conference rather. They're in hot pursuit. Look at this nice defensive block, and then the pursuit of the basketball, and then the foul.
Great angle to see just how the foul happened, coming from Alvin Pasaol. 64-63. Meralco protecting a 1-point lead. Alas being hounded by Pinto. Alas kicks it out to Quinahan. Handoff to Oftana. Calvin, the rookie, playing his first playoff contest. 2 seconds remaining. Alas was able to throw that one up, but it would not bounce in.
You credit the pressure of the defense coming up the floor against Kevin Alas to force him into a tough situation right there.
We have not seen Raymond Almazan for a prolonged stretch for the Meralco Bolts. Coach Norman Black might be wanting to keep him fresh for the final quarter. Alvin Pasaol for 3, no good. He was trying to sell the contact, trying to draw the foul, as he comes up with an air ball.
You know, these last 10 minutes and 30 seconds of this game is going to come down to who's going to take more quality shots. And obviously you're trying to sell that and get some free throws, but go to what's been working for you. Getting the ball inside, running guys off screens, sharing the basketball.
Another opportunity for NLEX to retake the lead. Panyamogan hands it off now to Trollano. They're joined by Soyud, Quinahan, and Oftana at the 5 for Coach Yengiao. Trollano up top. They're running out of time once again. Don will have to force this one up, and he will get the roll.
Right when they needed the shot the most. Worked it to the very last second. Didn't settle. Got the 2 points.
So Don is one of the better one-on-one creators coming from the Road Warriors. When you need a shot, you can hand the ball to him. Hugnatan with a nice fake there.
It started with the footwork of Hugnatan right there. He allowed himself to get denied. Nice little spin. But you take a look at Trollano right here. Gets into the paint, takes the contact, and right when the light goes off, that ball goes in.
Reynel Hugnatan in the line now for 2 free throws. 5 points in the ball game, 3 rebounds. We've got 6 markers for Reynel on his return to the lineup for the Meralco Bolts.
When you mentioned Almazan not seeing the floor right now, and maybe right now Coach Norman sees that Ray Hugnatan might be the better matchup outside because he can stretch the defense out a little further with his 3-point shooting. But I anticipate Almazan coming back in soon in order to
pressure defense here, and it leads to a stop coming from Meralco. Pasaol gives it back to Quinto for 3, no good. Another tap, another possession for the Bolts. Pasaol will try his luck from downtown, short. And Lex dodging a couple of big bullets there. Panyamogan for 3. Won't work. And that's the loose ball foul against Raul Soyud.
Raul Soyud a little upset because Ray Hugnatan sold it to the referee, drawing that foul.
And Raul Soy could not get anything going. He committed 3 early fouls in the first quarter. Committed the 4th right after that, and then now that was his 5th personal foul. That's why he knew it. Immediately after the whistle was blown, he was already walking to the bench. He knows he was going to take a break.
Well, again, Ray Hugnatan, as many years as he's played in this league, he knows he needed to get Soyud out of this game. Drew that foul right there, makes him sit.
Soyud is the best offensive rebounder of the NLEX Road Warriors. Let's see how that will pan out for them in the remaining minutes of this matchup. Hugnatan, the short jumper is automatic.
You get that guy in there shooting the shots he knows he can make right there, adding to his total.
No lower scoring game as compared to the elimination round meeting between these two teams as Miranda strokes it from downtown.
Well, these two teams refusing to give anyone an inch right there as this game 68 all with 8:33 left to go.
Deadlocked once again, Alain Maliksi has slowed down a bit. So has Anthony Semerad. Alain Maliksi left open, but he misses that attempt. Up and down basketball right now. Miranda will try again from the other side. No good.
You know, right there, you're settling for jump shots. Yes, Miranda just hit a 3. Maybe put the ball on the floor, go right to the rim, and high percentage shot.
Pinto dealing with the defense of Panyamogan, kicks it to the corner. Hugnatan, the 3-point shot won't work. Again, both teams settling for long shots. At this stage of the ball game, it could just take one big run here from either side to really determine the result of this matchup, as Calvin Oftana connects on his second 3-point shot, both here in the second half.
These guys are shooting with confidence. Tana, the rookie, shooting like a veteran right here, taking a big shot.
All players, please begin in the shaded area in front of your respective benches.
It's something similar to what happened earlier with Jericho Cruz and Pinto, because play was already dead. It would not be a shooting foul. The foul was on the floor, and then Panyamogan takes an extra swipe at Pinto, which the guard from Meralco, of course, did not appreciate. There was the foul. It was already whistled. Play was dead at this stage. You can see Pinto not appreciating that free shot coming from Panyamogan.
Well, you're going to look at this tape right here, and there's the second motion that might get him a technical, and then when Maliksi comes into the scene, Panyamogan initiates the contact.
You can see our crew chief, Peter Balau, right on top of the action.
Technical foul on Philip Panyamogan for second motion.
And he will be tagged with a technical foul for second motion. Again, it's at that point, you will have to keep your cool, especially with a game this close.
Well, as much as you're trying to get into your opponent's head right there, it is the fourth quarter with 7:24 to go. You have the lead.
Timeout, NLEX Road Warriors.
NLEX Road Warriors will call the first timeout of this final quarter. This timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 71-69 for NLEX, but Meralco will have possession when we come back. This is our playoff bracket so far. The number 2 seed, the Meralco Bolts. Arguably one of their best conferences, maybe aside from the times in the Governor's Cup where they made it all the way to the finals. Certainly their best performance in the elimination round of the Philippine Cup.
14 seconds.
8-6, 7-4, and then a steal here for Calvin Oftana. Oh, but he blows the layup wide open.
And every little layup counts, every little moment counts. And that's something that might come back to haunt them in the end of this game.
Into with a high ball screen with Hugnatan. Reynel attacking towards his right. Yep, he picked up his pivot foot. Traveling violation.
A good recognition right there by the referee. Seeing the shuffle of his pivot foot.
We welcome you back to PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Tony De La Cruz. Again, Coach Tony, welcome back to the commentary team. We missed you. I know you would rather be in that situation in the gym coaching the Alaska Aces, but you will have to settle for joining me here in the commentary booth.
Well, I do appreciate your company. I am glad to be here, but you're right. I'd rather be there with my team, but Mike DiGregorio is watching, supporting with his girlfriend Jess, as they are huge fans of the PBA, and of course Mike D would love to be in the bubble as well.
Oh, impressive performance coming from Mike DiGregorio, averaging double digits in scoring alongside Yusuf Taha, Abu Trotter. Abu has been playing well for the Alaska Aces, coach.
Well, you know, Abu Trotter has just really been putting in the work, and you know, he is just such a humble guy, and he's hungry to get better, and obviously, like, the entire squad just wishes that they were there, but we'll take the learning. But we're here enjoying great basketball, exciting basketball in this fourth quarter.
Good rebounding battle there, won by Don Troliano. So we're coming up on the midway mark of our fourth and final quarter of action. Semerad to Panyamogan. Philip. Yep, traveled.
You credit got him right there, pulling the chair out from Panyamogan, causing him to shuffle his feet. And these turnovers in this fourth quarter really affecting both teams.
Cruz re-entering the contest for Philip Panyamogan. Now, Panyamogan is a good scorer, but Cruz is a better two-way player. He leads his team in steals, and we've seen him wreak havoc on the defensive end for NLEX in this ball game already. As Cruz has 3 steals in this matchup alongside 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So the scoring might be there, but everything else is on point for Cruz. Haram for 3. No good this time.
He was feeling it earlier, looking for a shot right there. Maybe not the shot that they wanted, but again, you can't fault him. He's hit 2 already.
And NLEX found themselves in the penalty situation early. Meralco only has 1 team foul at this stage. Cruz with a drive in the basket.
Cruz recognizing he has a smaller defender on him, gets into the paint. Nice shot.
Great read coming from Coach Yang Kiao. Might force the hand of Coach Norman Black to yank out Ancho Karama at this stage. That'll be an offensive foul. Drive was out of control coming from Quinto.
Miranda had all the time right there to size that up. He stood there and took it.
Newsome and Hodge check back in. As you see this play one more time. Miranda got to the spot first. Quinto whistled for the offensive foul.
No doubt about it right there. Miranda waiting. He slid in a little last second, but stood his ground. Good call by the official.
Miranda with a handoff now to Oftana. Calvin with the extra pass. Semerad open for 3, no good. Hodge with the board. Would have been a big shot to extend the lead for NLEX. No Alain Maliksi for now. The question is, who will generate the offense for the Meralco Bolts? Can it be Quinto? Ball spins the other side. One-hander won't get the bounce. Rebound for Oftana.
Look at Cliff Hodge battling down there against the taller Miranda. NLEX just comes up with it.
Cruz with the size advantage. Double team waiting for him already. Miranda with a one-hander, no good. Rebound for Anjo Karam. Meralco off and running. Foul given up by Cruz to prevent a fast break opportunity. Oh, but they're in the penalty situation already. So that will be costly as Cruz was not aware of the situation at that point. 73-69 timeout for the Meralco Bolts. 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this ballgame. We are in the closing minutes of this ball game between the Meralco Bolts and the NLEX Road Warriors. The quarter-final pairing between the number 2 team and the number 7 team, with Meralco having a twice-to-beat advantage. Cruz committing a mistake, giving up a foul before the timeout, leading to 2 free throws. Lucky break for NLEX as Karam misses the first free throw.
Free throws are everything in every single game, what more in the playoffs. And you don't want to look back at the stat sheet and go, we should have made 2 more free throws, 4 more free throws when you lose by 1 or 2.
Meralco decent from the free throw line. They're 8 of 10. And NLEX has barely put up free throws at 2 of 4. Cruz to Semerad, extra pass to Quinyahan. They're looking for Trollano with a mismatch against Karam. Good extra pass, Cruz with 4 quick points here in the 4th quarter.
All defensive heads are turned, watching Karam, who's gonna go and help. Cruz takes advantage. Nice find by his teammate.
Coach Norman Black will allow Anjo Karam to stay on the floor. Newsome picks up his dribble, sends it out to Bello. Newsome now posting up against Trollano. Great defense coming from Trollano, and he was fired up after that stop.
This is what's going to win this basketball game, is who's going to make the stop at the end. Chris Newsome thought he had a mismatch. Nice defense.
Road Warriors protecting a 5-point lead now. Quinyahan, mid-range, no good. Look at Hodge Kai for that rebound. Quick forward pass to Quinto, gets the contact, draws the foul, and he will be taking 2 free throws.
Good play right there by Quinto. Stop the clock. Try to put points on in your favor. Stop the bleeding a little bit. If you can bring this within 3 points with a little over 3 minutes to go, you're in good shape.
Again, the result of this matchup in the elimination round, it was a tight contest with Meralco winning 104-101. So you can see that it's a whole different ball game in the playoffs. 100 points compared to here, where we're at about 75 to 70 with only 3 minutes remaining. Defense definitely picking up for both squads.
Well, everything tightens up in the playoffs. You know, fine-tuned. That's when focus really turns itself on for both teams, and you can see it in the defensive end.
Oftana, corner pocket, 3-ball rattles out. Good look coming from the rookie, just could not sink it. 4-point lead still for NLEX, 75-71, 3 minutes remaining here in this ball game. Anjo Karam asking for a screen. Hodge provides it. Cliff down low, kicks it out, and it was tapped out by Trollano. 6.4 in the shot clock for the Bolts.
Right at the defense, NLEX right there, making Meralco try to find a lifeline. Cliff Hodge, no one else to throw to, falls out of bounds.
Still no Alain Maliksi on the floor for Coach Norman Black. Newsome. Got the ball tapped out by Semerad. Only 5.1 on the clock for the Bolts. Newsome against Semerad. He makes his move. Mid-range jumper. Can rattle home, but Hodge is there for the tip-in.
Always in the right spot, using his hard work. Cliff Hodge keeping his team in this game.
One possession ball game now, but still in favor of NLEX. Cruz with a breakaway layup is gone.
I think Cliff Hodge even got a fingertip on that, helped that ball go in, but nice move by Cruz.
Light battle here in the end game as expected. Macbelo posting up against Semerad. Bello with a strong move, gets the basket and the foul.
You need a big basket. Who do you go to? Bello all night long is showing his ability to put the ball on the floor right there. Takes his time, nice pivot. Good finish.
Strong finish for Macbelo even with the contact against Tony Semerad. Now he is on the line for the bonus free throw, an opportunity to make this a one-point ball game heading into the final 2 minutes. He secures the free throw. So it's 77-76. Conference is on the line for the NLEX Road Warriors. Here in the final 120 seconds of the fourth quarter. Tony Semerad has been on fire all game long. They go to Cruz. Kick out pass to Quinyahan. JR is fouled, taking the shot. And he will take two.
Really appreciate the fact that NLEX is moving that basketball around. Really trying to find the open man, sharing the basketball. They find themselves at the line, shooting 2 free throws.
JR Quinyahan has not yet been to the free throw line in this ball game. Not a problem as he makes his first. It has been a struggle of a performance for Quinyahan. He is 1 of 8 from the field. But in the end game, you rely on your veterans with Quinyahan sinking both. Now some ball pressure on the backcourt. Coming from NLEX. Easily broken though by Meralco. 79-76, 3-point lead for the Road Warriors. Newsome, good drive. Newsome with the finish.
Chris Newsome needing to step up. It's a big shot right there. Meralco get this stop, put themselves in a good position. But again, NLEX has been doing such a great job all night long, executing to the very last seconds of the shot clock.
Both teams in the penalty already. Let's see what NLEX comes up with. Quinyahan to Semerad for 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Bello.
Now, Semerad's been going waxing out all game, and then he's missed his last 4 shots.
Semerad has 23 points in the ball game, but as you noted, he has missed his last 4 attempts. With Meralco now having the opportunity to retake the lead when we come back from this timeout. Our games tomorrow, the quarterfinals, game number 2 between Northport and San Miguel Beer. Magnolia, pambansang manok hot shots versus the Rainers, Shine the Last of Painters. The higher seeded squads, SMB and Magnolia, can go for the kill, can book their tickets to the semi-finals with a win tomorrow. How impressed are you with Robert Bolling and how he made that shot?
I mean, that kid is playing lights out, great basketball. His confidence level, I mean, he's taking shots from half court almost, and it's fun to watch.
Here we go. Minute remaining. Alain Maliksi back in the ball game for Coach Norman Black. Nice pass to Reynald Hugnatan. Reynald, the veteran, gets the lead for Meralco.
Great play coming out of the timeout right there. Great execution. Ray, the veteran, like you said, it's going to come down to the veterans, and he delivers.
1 point lead for the Meralco Bolts as Coach Yang Yao will call a timeout. Alain Maliksi acting as a decoy there, setting up Reynald Hugnatan instead. Timeout, NLEX. It has been a good battle between the Meralco Bolts and the NLEX Road Warriors, but the veteran Reynald Hugnatan wants a return trip to the semifinals right here and right now. It is his first game back after grieving with his family with the departure of Reynald's mother. Now, he is performing for her, trying to lead Meralco to a victory, as he will be on the bench right now after scoring the go-ahead basket. Welcome back to PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Tony De La Cruz on the call. 48.4 seconds in this ball game, and NLEX needs to score. Alas being defended by Karam. They go to Oftana, the youngster. Can the rookie make a play here? Oftana sets his feet for three. No good. Rebound to Hodge as he calls a timeout. Not the kind of shot maybe that you'd want if you're the NLEX Road Warriors.
Well, again, the guts of this kid to take that shot, you have to commend that. But, you know, if that shot would have went in, everyone would have, you know, been excited and happy. But, again, maybe they could have worked it around.
Not a lot of players being involved in that play. As you take a look at the game reset, only a full remaining for Meralco, still a full and a 30 for the NLEX Road Warriors.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. If they advance the basketball, it goes down to 14 seconds on that shot clock. But if they opt to take the ball down at the other side of the court, and right now the clock needs to work against NLEX.
Alain Maliksi back in the ball game. Offense, defense substitutions for Coach Norman Black, as it looks like they will inbound from the opposite side and take the full 24 to leave NLEX with about 8 seconds remaining on the other side. Let's see how this pans out. So it's Maliksi, Karam, Quinto, Newsome, and Bello. Really small lineup for Coach Norman Black. We have not seen Almazan for a majority of the second half for Coach Norman. Newsome waiting for the screen. Bello provides it. Knock Bello for three. The kill shot won't work. Offensive rebound for Quinto. NLEX will have to foul. But instead, he calls the only remaining timeout for the Meralco Bolts. Do you like that timeout, Coach Tony?
Yeah, that's a real questionable one right there, because you know at that moment, NLEX would have had the foul, so regardless, even if you inbound the ball right now, they're going to foul or go. I mean, obviously, they're going to try to pressure up really quick and go for a steal, but timeouts are really hard to come by. Maybe you don't call that timeout, you move the basketball around and wait for NLEX to foul.
Because it is your last. And it will remain to be a one-possession ball game should you make your 2 free throws if you're fouled after this.
Absolutely right. You make these 2 free throws, you're up by 3 points. NLEX calls a timeout, they execute. Now they tie the game. No timeouts left for you.
Exactly. So interesting decision coming from Bong Quinto. And now it will force Coach Norman to coach multiple situations, not just the upcoming one, but what they plan to do after. Would have been a big shot if Belo converted, it rimmed out. Look at Bong Quinto fighting for the loose ball, picking up the rebound. You can see the coaching staff telling him to pass it out, but Quinto deciding that he did not want to make a risk, instead asking for their final timeout. And just going back quickly to your point earlier, Coach Tony, this is the stage where you know that you have to give up a foul, but at least try to go for the steal first.
Yeah, you need to be aggressive. Try to either double team or you go for that steal. When you cannot let more time click off than is necessary.
Quinto, the inbounder, studying his options. Macbelo draws it from Quinahan. And Belo will be tested from the stripe. Belo, a big addition for the Meralco Bolts as they traded away Baser Amer. First one is a miss.
So just like you talked about, he makes or misses this one, it's regardless. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to advance the basketball, and they're going to execute a play.
Belo is a 73% free throw shooter. With the second one coming right up. Oh, second is short. And timeout for J.R. Quinahan. And that will leave the door wide open for the NLEX Road Warriors to force a do-or-die matchup on Friday. They can do that with a basket in the final 7.4.
Right now, no matter what happens, NLEX has the kill shot. Whereas Meralco, if they want to go to the semifinals, they just need a stop in 7.4 seconds.
We will have to talk about that timeout once again, because whatever happens here, I mean, if NLEX picks up a basket here, it will have to be a run out for the Meralco Bolts. Without the timeout, they will have to inbound quickly and try to score on the other side.
Well, going to your point earlier, Coach Norman most likely is obviously coaching the defensive side of this, and then what happens if they make a shot, how they run out.
Reminding you of our games tomorrow as we continue our best of 3 quarterfinal series between Northport Batang Pier and San Miguel Beer. First game at 2 p.m. and then quickly after that, it will be the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots versus the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. SMB and Magnolia going for the kill.
This is playoff basketball right here. I'm excited. This is where it all comes down.
We've already seen crazy things happen in the quarterfinals. That Robert Bolick parking lot 3-point shot and that game winner from Alex Cabagnot. Will we see more heroics here in the end game? NLEX has a 30 to call in case they have some trouble here. 7.4 seconds remaining. Here we go. Good entry pass. Layup is good for Aftana. No timeouts for Meralco. This will have to be it. Pinto bringing down the ball for them. He sends it back to Cliff Hodge for 3 is blocked. And that is it. The timeout ended up costing Meralco the victory.
This is why timeouts are important. What a great game. What a great play. Take a look one more time. It's just Aftano, I mean, could have even been called for a foul right there. But Meralco had more than enough time
They still had enough time here, but Hodge deciding to take a shot. And it was denied. What a move coming from Calvin Oftana. Great play designed by Coach Yang Giao. As the defense did not switch, he read it well. He cut to the basket. And the rookie wins them the ball game. We were talking about heroics. How about a rookie winning the contest and keeping them alive in the series?
Oh, this kid took that big shot earlier, missed it. We criticized him a little bit about maybe getting a better shot. Well, that's the best shot he's gonna take so far in this series, and it gets his team the win.
NLEX Road Warriors 81, Meralco Bolts 80, as these two teams will meet once again this coming Friday. And our best player of the game, we'll have to give it to the player who was there throughout this ball game. Yes, Calvin Oftana won it, but they would not have been at that position to win the ball game in the end if it was not for the performance of Anthony Semera.
50% from the three, really efficient night for him. You know, obviously he went a little cold near the end of the game, but like you said, he got them going. He was doing it outside, inside, nice drives, and just great all-around play by Tony Semera.
And he is our next level player of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. What a performance from the NLEX Road Warriors, as they will stay alive. They will force the do or die against Meralco this Friday. And again, that advantage is history now. It doesn't matter what your records are. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. You will have to win that ball game on Friday for a spot in the semifinals. We'll now send it over to our press conference with Coach Yang Giao and Anthony Semera.
Joining us are NLEX Road Warriors head coach Yang Giao and our best player of the game, Tony Semera. Congratulations po on your win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tony, 23 points, perfect from 2, 50% from 3. You came out confident out there today. Tell us about your game, your preparation, and your do-or-die game next week.
Yeah, I mean, we had 4 or 5 days of practice, so we just wanted to come in and work hard every day, get our shots up, as many as we could, and just get the game plan down. And I guess tonight we came out, we were aggressive, shots fell in today, and I'm just here proud of rookie Calvin. He stepped up, and yeah, I'm really happy.
Thank you, Tony. Coach, was that play really intended for Calvin, the last play?
Yeah, it was intended for him. It went exactly as we planned it, but of course, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen for you, but we're really lucky that it happened for us this time.
Coach, do or die next game, how do you like your chances?
We're just trying to survive every game. No, Meralco is a really strong team. They've been playing solidly the past since this tournament started. They've been playing really solid. There's a reason why they're second place. And the last time we played them, they shot 62% from the three-point line, and that's really a fantastic clip. So we were saying they can't shoot that way all throughout. So if we're able to stay close, just like we did today, if we're able to stay close, maybe we have a chance in the end game, which is exactly what happened. No? So gusto lang namin, nakadikit lang kami, bandang huli, kung suswertehin, makakuha ng breaks, kamukha nangyari ngayon, baka makalusot. So may Friday game pa kami. We haven't achieved anything yet. We are just prolonging the series. Let's see what happens on Friday.
Thank you, Coach. Now we turn you over to our press friends. First up, Mr. Ray Hobley.
This question is for Tony. Hi, Tony. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sir Ray.
Okay. Tony, can you recall a time where you played this good throughout your career?
I think it was back in TNT when I just got traded and we were playing Ginebra. But it's been some time now, so I'm just happy that Coach Yang, he's helped develop my game. I can play all around now, developing the 4-3-2 spot. So I'm just feel like I'm getting my confidence back again, and I'm very grateful for him.
Coach, papalo na lang din, Coach. After a breakout performance from Calvin Octana, this time naman a game-winning shot for him. How big is it for his career?
We all know the upside is almost unlimited for Calvin. He made a couple of mistakes, some lapses in the end game, in defensive lapses, but he made up for it with that shot. And that's the way rookies are developed. That's the way rookies mature. So despite his lapses and misjudgments on defense, he came out and gave us the winning basket. So what more can you ask for?
Game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The first quarter, all about the three-point conversions coming from Tony Semerat and Alain Maliksi.
These guys were lighting it up early on. They were trying to challenge each other, lift each other's game to another level, see who could make more threes.
And then later in the first period, even more goodness coming from Alain Maliksi with another three-point conversion. He already hit double digits in the opening quarter with 11. As you add this to his 3 3-point makes in the opening 12 minutes.
Well, he was just, again, finding his rhythm, his footwork, phenomenal. Just reading the defense. They go through, he flares.
26-20 advantage for the Meralco Bolts after the first quarter. In the second quarter, rest of the players helping out for the NLEX Road Warriors. Good drive and scoop shot for Kevin Alas.
Well, this was the quarter that NLEX really wanted to establish themselves inside the key. You look at this play right here by Semerad. Doesn't settle, little flop right there, and he finishes with the layup.
Semerad did not just do it from the outside. He attacked as well when he had the opportunities to do so. With the lead swinging to the side of the Road Warriors. Bong Quinto, though, with a takeaway and the slam.
Well, you know, a little careless turnover right there. Quinto taking advantage, and he was doing it all around. And then another flop here by Meralco as Shreliano takes advantage.
Again, these little mistakes would prove to be costly in a game as tight as this one. It was only a 2-point lead for NLEX heading into the third quarter, where we see Newsome converting on this tough jump shot.
Well, it was a tough night for Chris Newsome to get his offense going, but that was one of his points right there where he had to really work at it. But you see Oftana, prelude to what was to come in the fourth quarter as he scores that layup.
NLEX tried to break away in that period as they led by as many as 9 points. Thanks to this layup on the break from Kevin Alas.
NLEX doing it defensively. 4 guys touching that basketball right here. But you see this nice play. Ray Hugnatan has all the time in the world to size up a 3.
Back-to-back triples, one from Ancho Karam, the second one from Reynel Hugnatan, allowed them to get the lead back against NLEX 64-63 before the craziness of the fourth quarter.
Well, the fourth quarter in a tight game right here. Jericho Cruz taking advantage of the defense, looking down at the ball, and then you see this and one move right here of Bello with an opportunity to get closer to that lead.
Meralco chipped away at it, and then grabbed the lead courtesy of the veteran Reynel Hugnatan with a 80-79 advantage at that stage. Meanwhile, just an easy play there for Coach Yang Giao. Good inbound pass coming from Jericho Cruz to Calvin Oftana, and with no timeout remaining, a broken play. 2 seconds to shoot, but Cliff Hodge rushed it. It was partially blocked. And that buzzer signified that we will have another game on Friday. Look at this once again. Just a simple screen, a simple cut to the basket as the NLEX Road Warriors force a do-or-die matchup against the second-seeded Meralco Bolts. That will happen on Friday. But coming right up, we will have the TNT Tropang Giga, the #1 team after the end of the elimination round, going up against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, the defending champion.